So you want to make a piggy head, but there's just one small problem. You're absolutely dog shit at it. So like any normal person would do in this situation, you ask around for advice. Your friends tell you just use Blender, but then again there's just one small problem. You don't know how to use
Nope.
Blender. But what if I told you there's a light at the end of the tunnel? What if I told you you could do just that all in Roblox Studio? Well, guess what? You can. So here we are inside of Roblox Studio. Let me just set everything up quickly. Yep, there we are. Make sure I turn off 2022 materials because I can't even describe to you how much I hate those. Well, I mean, I don't hate them, I just don't really like them. So, as for a little example to show you what to want to try and get at here, this is Doggy, as you can see here. He's pretty basic, got just a couple of spheres for the head and triangles for the ears. And then over here, we've got Demi, my little prototype model here. So you can see the difference in the snout here. She has a more refined, broader snout here, unlike Doggy's, which is just a couple of spheres. And yeah, this is what we're aiming for here. So you don't want your snouts to look like this, you want them to look more like this. So let's get started. So the example I'll be using today is a deer, because why not? Deers are cool. So the best way I found to sometimes model skins based off of a certain animal, or depending on the animal I'm making, I sometimes like to look at a reference image. So let's get out the parts here. This will be the part for our reference image. Then let me just turn on include unverified creators. Okay, now let's search up the, okay, right, come on, let me search it. The search bar's funny sometimes. Let's look for some images of deer and see what one I can find. Yeah, this looks like a good image here, so let me drag this onto the part. Here we go. Okay, and then I'll just scale the part up. Let's just make it transparent because why not? And okay, right, scale it. I think I'll make it right 10. I think I'll do 10 by 8 because that usually looks good. Right, yep, here we go. So this is the reference image. So let's get the head set up. So just grab a sphere, and for simplicity's sake and because I have OCD, I'll make this smooth plastic because, look at the plastic material, disgusting. Not to mention, plastic is really bad for the environment, so let's change it to smooth plastic. And I know what you're saying, oh, but it's still the plastic material, but it's better than the original plastic material, okay? Anyway, enough about that. I like to scale it up, what I work with usually. I think, yeah, 7.5 will do. So, what I want to do is, what I like to do usually, is I like to just add some little proportional details to the head. So, like, yeah, stuff like this, kind of make the shape of the head a bit different. Yep, so like this. And then... So there you go, you can see that we kind of have a bit of a different head shape going on here now. So you can do this to how you like it. I'm just gonna do it one more time here because, you know, I just like going overboard with details sometimes. That's just how I roll. Oh, yep, there we are. Okay, let me just give this a test quickly, see how it looks. Let me just try it in different colors, see if this looks good in it. Yeah, this looks okay. So now let's just change it back to its original color. Right, you have medium stone gray. And let's actually begin the entire modeling process of the head. So what you want to do is, because you have the reference image, you kind of just want to try and mimic the reference image if you can. So what you want to do is just grab the sphere in the middle, and now what you want to do is you want to make this into a union. Yeah, that's very important. Also, make sure that use part color is enabled, because let me just show you what happens. So look, you can't change the color, but if you do that, then yeah, you can change the color now. So there you go. So you want to grab that, union that, make sure turn use part color is on. And look, you see now that you've unioned it, you can scale it more advancedly. So, you know, stuff like this. And see, what I'll do is I'll just turn this to 0.1 because that's just how I like it. 5.5. Let me just adjust this to how I like. Okay, yep, here we are. And we'll just kind of bring it down here a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, you can see how we got the shape of the snout going on a bit here now. Also, what I like to do, because a deer is a prey animal and they have like a bit of a slanted snout, I like to just, tilt it like that a bit, like a couple of degrees, like no more than 5 degrees, I'd say. So now what I'll do is duplicate this, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see, you kind of just want to play around with the unions a bit, kind of like, get used to how this stuff works, and pretty much just try and, make the, hold on, you pretty much just want to try and make the shape of the snout based off of the reference image. So let's duplicate this again, except this time we'll go 5, 7, 8, 8. Right, there we go. We'll do 4, 4. Oh, no, it did like this. 4, yep, here we go. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 2. Oh, no, it's 1.9. Yep, here we go. And then just kind of move it into here a little bit. Wait, how much did I do this again? 3.1, okay. Yep, there we go. So you can see how the shape of the snout is starting to take shape a bit now. But I don't really want it to look like this. I don't want it to make it look too chubby or anything. I kind of just want it to look refined and broad, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, like not too snub, not too broad, any of that. Okay. And then I usually just add a little one on the top for good measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so something like this. Yep, you see what I'm doing there. I think I'll just do it like this. Yep, and then, oh, I did not mean to do that, oops. Yep, here we are. You can see you got a little shape going on here with the snout. So, now what you want to do is you kind of just want to work your way around the face details a bit, you know, just kind of, try and make some details down here, don't make it look vague. But you can do this how you'd like, but, you know, this is just how I do it, so you don't have to follow along 100% with what I do. This is just like a tutorial on how to actually do it, so, right, wait, 1.2, yep. 1.2, yep, here we are. It kind of looks like a duck right now, but that's not really what I want. We'll try and rectify that later. So with the details here, right, I think 2.5 should do with this. Yep, 2.5 and then 1. And then now if you can just like kind of turn it around a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about like 20 degrees like that, because then this will look kind of better. Right. Let me just kind of scale this more inwards a little bit. Yep, like that. And then I'll repeat the same process, but this time I'll kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, kind of bring it more inwards like this. You see what I'm doing here? Okay. Now let's do this again. Except now we'll go downwards this time. Actually, no, this looks kind of weird. Yeah, I think this looks okay. So now I've got a shape going on here. So now what I would usually do is I'd duplicate this one, then another one, and then scale this down to 3.1 on that side, 1, and then 1. Here we go. Okay, and then I'll just scale this down to 1 as well. And the same thing with here. And all I'll do is kind of move it up here a bit and kind of just scale this into the snout. Yep, like that. And then, right, is this 2 as well? Yep, this is also 2. So, yeah, now kind of just mess about with these a bit. Right, where's it gone? Yeah, there's just like so many parts in here. Right, let's just do this. Okay, yep, there's that, and then this one as well. Here we are. So, yeah, you can see how it kind of got the shape of the snout going on here. Kind of looks identical to the deer's one now. So, now what I like to do for the other parts now, specifically like this part in particular, is I like to add a bit of detail up here. But right now, I'm not going to add detail on that right now. I'm just going to, like, just add some more detail on here. Okay, 0.3 and then 0.5. Yeah, this will do. Yeah, 0.5. Yeah, this looks perfect, at least in my opinion. So yeah, here's the snout. So now for the top parts, what I'll do is, yeah, we'll use the same technique here and kind of just, yeah, kind of make it like a bit like it's climbing a small tower and gets smaller as you gradually climb that sort. So yeah, like this. See what I'm doing? Okay. And then yeah, like this. And then right, what do we do now? Yep, then kind of just duplicate that, move it out, and then move it out a bit again. Now kind of just move it inwards. So you see, you have a bit of the structure of the snout complete now. So the only thing left to do now is to make the nose. So let's duplicate this primary part again, okay? And now we will scale this down to 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we want to scale this down into a nose. Well, just as long as it looks like a good nose, okay? You know, don't want it looking like a shite nose or anything. So, let me have a look at the reference image. I feel like I could do a bit better with the detail on this before I go on here. Yep. Yeah, so something like this, you see? Yeah. Actually, no, maybe that looked better before, actually. Yeah, this probably looked better before. Let me see. Let me just scale it down appropriately. So you can see now how the nose is kind of taking shape up here now. Yep, well, like, yeah, careful not to make it look too exaggerated though, because exaggeration isn't really something you want to achieve with this, because it'll just look awkward. So yeah, this looks like a decent looking nose to me, okay? We'll just scale it a bit like that, and then maybe make it a bit smaller. Yeah, this looks good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's okay. And then we'll just add a tiny bit more detail up here. I'll change my scaling to change it to 0.5. Here we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2. So yeah, kind of just play around with the details on the nose a bit. Right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You see, this is cool stuff. This, like, it's really amazing, genuinely, what you can achieve by using this technique, because you can make much better skins. So there we go. You can see that we have a nice looking snout here, and you can see it kind of looks identical to the reference image a bit. So that's what you want to go ahead and achieve. So now it's time to actually color it. So I want to color it, so exclude the nose details. Well, first of all, before I actually go ahead and color it, I just want to, yep, make the nostril details. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then, yep, I'd say, yep, these are some good looking nostrils here. Right, so let's just move it into the nose here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, those are a bit far apart. Let's just, okay, move them in like this. Right. Wait, right, let me select this. The move tool can be really annoying, if I'm being honest. Oh, okay. Right, oh, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's move them into the nose like that. There we go, that looks nice. So now let's color all of this. So exclude the nose and nostril parts, because you don't want to color that. So, yeah, let's color this in. Let me just deselect all of those. Yep. Actually, would that look better if it wasn't the same color as the nose? I'm not sure. Right, so we'll make him red deer. So yeah, this looks like a nice color. But imagine how red would look. Yeah, that looks really, really odd. Let's see, does this one look better or this one? I think that, okay. Yeah, this looks like a good color for it. Now, let me just color in the nose details, deselect the nostrils. We'll give him a black nose because, yeah, that looks okay. Now, let's just select this and make it really black. There you go. So you can see we're kind of taking on the shape of a deer snout now here. So let's... so... oh my, sorry about that, I accidentally inhaled some of my saliva. Right, now let's color this, okay? Make sure it's the same color as that. There we are. So, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna color this in. We'll actually make some colors underneath here. So, let's union this, okay? We'll union that. This is gonna be the main part of the head. And then we'll union this as well. Well, let's make the nose part separate. I like to make the nose part separate. Okay, union that. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, union that, so this will be the nose. So you can see you have the snout part now, okay, just making sure I didn't forget any parts. Looks really weird when you have it out like this, though, I will admit. So, what are we gonna do now? Yeah, we're gonna bring this down here. Sort of move it about like this, there we are, and then we'll duplicate that so there's a spare part, then negate this part, okay, and then do that, and then union this, and you now have a head cover. So let me just color this. I think, yeah, let me just turn this on, yep. I think, yeah, make this part nougat or rust. Not sure. In fact, what color would look best on here? Dark orange. Let's see how this looks. Or maybe, maybe... Yeah, pine cone looks fine. Or wait, what about medium brown? Yeah, I'll just go with pine cone. So then change it to 0.1, okay, and then just scale it up ever so slightly. You want to be careful to not make it look shit. Okay. 51, 52, 66, and 67. Wait, why does that still not look right? Oh, it's because I was doing it on the wrong fucking part. My bad. Right, Control Y. So, yeah, now I have the head cover thing here. Yep, got the head cover thing, so let's do it to this instead, right? 81, 82, wait, 47. Yep, 57. 65 and 66. There we go, so I have a nice looking head cover. So now this is optional, but you can do the same thing to the snout if you'd like. So what I usually like to do is, right, grab a part. Okay, it can be any part you want, but I typically use a block because that's just the best. Okay, let me change the scale on it, okay. So you want to make sure that lengthwise this is covering the entire thing. So from top to bottom, and you don't want to make it all the way like this, so kind of just like up to here a bit. Yeah, kind of like up to here. So now what you want to do is actually, yeah, like this. So now what you want to do with this part is you want to, right, duplicate this. You want to negate this part, and then, right, union this. There we are. So there you go. Now you have a cover thing on here. So we'll make this part the pine cone color. There we are. Yep, make that part pine cone, and then what to do with this part is, right, if I can find it, yes. Right, change the scaling to 0.1 and then just ever so slightly scale it. Okay, 28, 63, 73, 83, then 89. Okay, that's weird. Why can't I bring it up there? Let me try it in properties instead. 299. There we go. Okay, that still looks kind of weird though, because you see it's kind of like clipping a bit there. So you, if possible, you want to try and not have it clipping, because that would just make it look bad. Yeah, okay, I think I've eliminated all the clipping now. Well, that's good. So now that we're done with this, we don't need a reference image anymore. We can just do stuff on my own volition, as they say. Sorry, I still just have a cough from when I inhaled all that saliva. So, right, now we're going to do the eye holes. So, let's, okay, copy and paste this. Here we go. So now we'll just, actually, let's ungroup this. And then we'll, okay, yep, that's all in order. Let's put this to 0.1. There we are. And then I'll, right, scale this down. I think in terms of scaling, yeah, 2.2 is fine. So you just want to scale this up here. So it's kind of like this, and then 1. Yep, kind of like this. So he's going to be the eye holes right here. So what I mean by eye holes is 1, 2, 3. He's going to be like parts where the eyes are going to go in. Just don't want to make them too far apart. Yeah, this looks okay. Now, let's actually move them out a bit as well, like, you know, distribute some of the volume. Okay, now let's negate this, okay? Now we can select this part again, okay? Then do that, and then union this. So now you see you have 2 holes for the eyes there. This is how I usually do it. So now we'll put in the eyes. Sorry. So let's grab a sphere now, and we'll scale it down to about, okay, 1.3 we'll do now. Let's just copy and paste the position of this. Here we are. So what I like to do with the eyes is sometimes I kind of like to detail them a bit. So we'll just do that. So with plastic, make them, yeah, always make, and then once you have the eye, we'll just, yep, detail it, give it the pupil, so, you know, just scale it down a bit, make a black sphere, okay, and then just move it out a bit, so, yeah, so it looks something kind of like this. So let's just, like, go it down a bit, 3, 4, yeah, this will be fine, okay, right, there you go. So you have the eyes now, it kind of look a bit goofy. Let's just scale it down a bit, or like a tad. There we are. Yep, this looks okay. Actually, no, let's make it just a bit bigger, just for the sake of this video. Yep. Don't make the pupil, no, the eyeball too big. Just the pupil I don't want to be too big. So, right. Bloody hell, can't stop coughing, I'm sorry. So, right, let's just move this here, okay? Just distribute these to the correct positions, okay? Right, so yeah, I know it looks very awkward, but I can fix this, trust me. So, right, let's make these bigger. And then, right, I think the problem here is if you just move it out more, like this. Right, there we go. I'm finally happy with how these eyes look now. Right, so now we can get on to the head details now. So, typically the ears and also the fur as well. So, we'll start with the fur, okay? So, grab a wedge, then duplicate it, flip it around 180, and then try and link it up to here. If I can just, yep, there we are. And then union this, there we go. So you have yourself a triangle now. Use part color, smooth plastic, brown, there we are. Right. So what you want to do is you kind of just want to make like an intricate pattern almost. So I think I'll go to 0.1 for this. Yeah, kind of just see how this looks. Well, you can experiment with it how you'd like as well. But typically you want to try and go for something like this. You see? So you just go there and then like this. So you can see starting to get a little bit of a pattern going on here. Yep, like this. So now we'll just repeat the process like so. So you have a bit of detailed fur on here now. And so you could do this as many times as you want, but actually I'm going to make it look a bit different at the top. There we go, you know, just to add a bit of variation. So now I want to add an inner layer to this fur. So what we're going to do is, okay, duplicate it. Actually, no, we're going to union this first. So union this and then duplicate it. So change the scaling to 0.01 because that's the best way I found to do it. Right, 44, 43, 64, 63. Right, now just scale it down like so. Oh, wait, I didn't turn on use part color. I'll make this like flint. Yeah, we'll make it flint because why not? So, actually, no, we'll keep it pine cone. Yeah, keep it pine cone. So you can see here how this is starting to look. Now you got like an inner layer of fur here, and you kind of just want to exaggerate that a bit. Actually, no, it looks okay. So right, let's just union this now. Actually, no, don't union it yet because you want to make it look symmetrical to the other side. So let's pop this on into the head here. Right, careful not to make it look too big or too exaggerated. And I think I'll pop it somewhere like around here. Yeah, somewhere around here, yeah, like, sort of like on the middle of the head, this looks good. Well, I've also changed the proportions a bit on the snout, just to make it look, you know, like a little bit better. Right, so here's the first bit of fur on here. So you want to, right, just move it down there. Right, now, duplicate this, actually. I'm gonna move it in here a bit. Right, so duplicate this now. Flip it round 180 like that, and then move it to the other side. Yeah, try and make it look symmetrical as possible to the other side. Like, this is the best I can get with this. So, now with the inner layer, you want to duplicate it, okay, and then carefully move it to the other side. Yep, there we are. So now you can union both of those, okay. Yep, union this, union that. You can do both if you'd like, but I just like to do it like this. So yeah, there you go, you have the fur now. So now let's make the ear. So for a deer's ear shape, that rhymes, I just noticed. So grab a sphere, union it, so just make it, okay, use part color, change the material to smooth plastic. I'll go 0.5 again because that's how I do it. Okay, and we'll just sort of like this. So kind of do it like this a bit, and then what you kind of want to do is, yeah, duplicate it a little bit and then move it 3.3. I'll do it like 4 times. Yep, there we go. So now that you've done that, actually let me just make it a bit more thinner. Don't want it to look too bad. Yep, like this. So yeah, now you've done that, you can do this, okay, and kind of like scale it up a bit so you can see how the ear shape is kind of forming now, as you can see, sort of like this. So what you want to do is, if you want to, you can just make it a bit smaller, like that. There we go, and just, you know, keep on making it. Yeah. Try not to exaggerate it too much, otherwise it'll look weird. So there you go. That's the first layer of our ear here. So let's union that. What we'll do is, okay, use part color and then make this the color of the head, so that's brown, and then duplicate another, make another layer, make it pine cone, okay, and flat it down to here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see how the inner shape of the ear is here now. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm happy with how this looks. So let's union this now. So now you have the ears as well. Okay, there we are. I'll flip it around like this. Let's see. Yep, like that, and then bring it like sort of round here, because yeah, kind of like cows, they usually have ears that to the side. So in fact, let me. I don't really like how the eyes look. I'm sorry. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, make them bigger. Oh. It looks like he's seen a ghost, actually. Okay, we'll move his pupils out a bit, and then move them kind of like in here a bit. So yeah, this looks better. This looks better. So now let's go to the ears. So we'll sort of move them around like here a bit. Actually, no. Let's do it how I usually do. Okay, copy and paste the position. Here we are, and then, right, and then what you want to do is, yeah, don't exaggerate it too much, like I said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 4, 5, there we are, and then kind of scale it up a bit, there we are. Then duplicate this again. Now, this time kind of move it a bit like this, so yeah, 2.2 will do. Yep, okay. Oh, looks like a bunny rabbit. We don't want that, do we now? We want him to be a deer. So let's like 0.6. Yeah, this will do. Now let's rotate this about 25 degrees. This will do. So you can see how it actually no, and it would do more. I think about like 30 degrees, another 30 degrees. This will look fine. Yeah, so sort of something like this. So now let's move this inside the head a bit now. So yeah, kind of something like this. Yep, so you can see it's starting to take on the shape of a deer head. So there we are, I just fixed the proportions of the ears a bit. So the final thing we're going to do now is just grab some ears. No, antlers, I mean, sorry. So we're just going to pinch some antlers off of the toolbox. I mean, you can make antlers if you want, but I'm just going to use a mesh. Antlers mesh. Here we go. We'll just have a look for some good-looking antlers. Yeah, pretty much all of these the same mesh. So, right, I'm going to just grab this one here, of tiger wood antlers, okay? And, you know, we want to convert this into, like, a mesh part. Because, look, if you try this, let me just do this. So, you see here, if I just get rid of the texture quickly on here. So, you can change the color and all, but you can't change the material because it's not a mesh part. So, a good way to get around this is insert a mesh part into the toolbox, then grab this, okay? then copy the mesh ID, go back to the mesh part, and then paste in the mesh ID there, and there you go, you got the mesh, except this time you can also change the material as well as the color of it. So let's copy and paste this. Here we go, right, and I'll move it up here a bit. Yeah, I think it will look fine here. Okay, 4, right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, you can see how this looks now. Right, make it a bit deeper. 2, 3, 4. Yep, this looks alright. And now we'll just kind of move it a bit up here. Yep, as to, right, careful not to expose the end, because otherwise it'll ruin the logic. 3, and then 1, 2, 3. There we go, and I think I will make these antlers flint, and what's a good material for them? Concrete, yeah, I think concrete suits well. So there you go, that is how you make a better detailed piggy head, so this is how I do it as well. So there you go, that's going to be it for the video then. I hope you learned something new off of this video, and feel free to go and knock yourself out with this newfound knowledge. So that's going to be it for the video then. If you did enjoy, and if you found this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, comment what other videos you want to see me do next, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.